is time now to go around the country to get the latest recruiting intel. You will hear from national recruiting analysts Tom Loy, Brandon Huffman, and Alan True. Here's Tom to start off our recruiting roundup.
Thanks, Emily. The first prospect I want to talk about is Highland Home Alabama High School top 247 edge rusher CJ May. The 6'4", 225-pounder is closing in on commitment, and he'll announce live on the 24/7 Sports YouTube channel on July 13th. The finalists include Auburn, Louisville, Syracuse, and Washington. All four schools give him a lot to think about, and each of them have reasons for optimism. However, my crystal ball is on the Cardinals. I see Louisville and head coach Jeff Brom getting this one done. The staff has been relentless in their pursuit of him. May feels the love, and I see that paying off in a big way. The next one I want to talk about is Blake Woodby, a top 247 cornerback at a Baltimore, Maryland St. Francis Academy. As soon as he decommitted from Ohio State, I put in a crystal ball pick for Auburn. I like the Tigers to get this one done. Head coach Hugh Freeze and his staff are doing a phenomenal job of making him a top priority, and I like the Tigers there. One more nugget for Auburn fans. Keep a very close eye on Alabaster, Alabama, Thompson, 5-star edge rusher Jared Smith. I like the Tigers in that one as well. Now let's head west to hear from national analyst Brandon Huffman.
Thanks, Tom. Well, it's going to be a busy week out here on the island of Oahu in the state of Hawaii. Saturday, we had the Under Armour Next Camp in Maui. This afternoon, we will have announcements from the #1 player in the state of Hawaii, in Jaron Kiaombe Sangapoluteli, and then Abel Ho'opi'i, who will announce this afternoon. They were both going to be announcing their decisions of where they're going to head on Monday. But then Friday, we have two more announcements coming from Hawaii, two more top 10 players. Up on the north shore of Oahu, Kahuku High School's Mana Carvaho and Aiden Manutai will both be announcing their decisions. Now, Mana will be deciding between the University of Arizona, Boise State, Nevada, and Utah. The Utes may have an advantage there. His father played for the Utes. His older brother, Kai, signed with Utah in 2023 before serving his LDS mission. He'll return next fall. Mana right now, the Utes look like they could be the team to beat, but Arizona made a compelling case, and he even liked his trip to Nevada, so both of those schools have a chance. And then his teammate, Aiden Manutai, he's down to Arizona as well, University of California, Nebraska, Tennessee, and Washington. Now, Nebraska a week ago signed the #2 player in the state of Hawaii, Houston Kahanaya Torres. The second year in a row that the Huskers came to the island to sign a player, and they're going to try to make it 3 years in a row, or at least 3 times in 2 years, if they can get Aiden. But Cal made a compelling case when they got his teammate LeBron Williams to sign or to commit a couple of weeks ago, as well as a visit to Washington. Most recent, his last visit that he took, the Huskies got great news in the announcement of Chris Lawson on Sunday. They would love to add Aiden Manutai into that mix where they've already got a number of top 10 players in the state, but a big week for the North Shore, big week for the state of Hawaii with Sangapoluteli, Ho'opi'i, Manutai, and Carvaho all announcing their decisions. Now, we send it back to the mainland to Alan True.
Thanks, Huff. There are still multiple uncommitted 5-stars in the Midwest, and the top 2, offensive tackle Andrew Babalola and defensive end Iose Epenesa, still have not set decision dates. However, we know that they are working towards those decisions. Both Epenesa and Babalola took their official visits in June, do not have any July visits planned, and do not have any fall visits planned at this point. So we're under the impression that both will be committed before their fall seasons start. With Babalola, the 2 schools most likely that it comes down to are Michigan and Stanford, although Oklahoma got the final official visit, Missouri got an official visit, and Auburn is also in the mix. So those are the 5 schools. However, it likely comes down to Stanford and Michigan. There are predictions out there for Stanford. However, Michigan did a really good job with Babalola on his official visit. Now, clearly academics are very important to him, and that's why he's narrowed it down or took visits to the schools that he went to, and that's why most believe it comes down to either Stanford or Michigan. With the Cardinal, they've done an excellent job in this recruiting class. They just came into the Midwest and won a good battle for wide receiver John Anthony Hall, a 4-star who had offers from, among other schools, Michigan, as well as Notre Dame, Purdue, and Indiana. At Michigan, the difference maker could be that you have essentially 2 offensive line coaches on the staff in current offensive line coach Grant Newsome, and then obviously head coach Sharon Moore, who coached 2 offensive line units who won the Joe Moore Award. So the Wolverines can certainly tout their offensive line development in addition to their academics. With Epenesa, if you followed his recruitment, you know that he is an Iowa Hawkeye legacy as his father played there, but his older brother, AJ, also played at Iowa and became an NFL draft choice there. That said, Iose has stayed very open to other options and doing something other than what his older brother and his father did for school. However, his familiarity with Iowa and the way they've recruited him have certainly put them in this final group here. He also took 5 official visits in June, and it was believed at one point that Miami and Missouri could be the biggest challengers to Iowa. However, recently the buzz is Utah made a strong push during his official, and it's the Utes that may be the biggest hurdle for the Hawkeyes to clear in order to get another Epenesa on their roster. So stay tuned on both of those, and back to you, Emily.
Thank you so much. We have the best recruiting team there is. You can check out more of their work at 247sports.com. We are running a promo right now, 50% off annual VIP memberships or a $1 first month. Go take advantage. The deal ends Tuesday before midnight.